Welcome, welcome. More GemCraft as always. Anyway, ended the last episode, kind of on a high, I guess. But now we're going to be looking at some levels that are going to be in here. These looks kind of like a swampy area. I want to start with field D2. I have my skills loaded out so that I only have points in blue right now, the blue gem. Then we'll be moving over here to B2, which will be a little bit more suited to our skills. Taking a look at B2 though, it looks like we can set up some stuff. Also looks kind of challenging, like we might have some kind of boss. There is a very circular track, well I guess square track, but it could go around in a circle. We could see another one of those swarm queens. Anyway, D2 I think is a great place to start. Let's also take a look at the talisman. You can see here the sum of all my talisman fragments. If you want to get if you want to judge the level that I'm at right now. Don't have a ton of shadow cores because we did spend a lot of them. Also taking a look at skills. This is what I have in skills right now. Actually, there we go. Put those in blue. We'll definitely want them. Go ahead and close out of that and get into D2. I won't waste any more time. I think we're only going to have enough for 2 fields this episode. I have some other stuff to do, schoolwork, namely, and I want to make sure that I can get that done in time. What do we have here? Probably will want a tower right here. We're not going to have many traps. Actually, any trap. Well, we can put a trap there. We can put a trap here. We can put traps near our orb. But really, it's not going to be that useful for us because we don't have any poison. We can't apply poison right away. And I don't know how critical hit works. I don't know how well it works, I should say, in traps. Let's get a little bit more mana there. I don't know how it works in traps. Bleeding gems would be nice to have in a trap. We have, a decent slot for a trap right there. Let's start out, though, by getting up a tower right here. Something that can hit a lot of stuff. We'll start off strong by combining. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it should work for now. And we can always get up a critical hit one. So let's go ahead and power through this. I'll call a couple of waves early. I know we can handle it. I also want to get a pylon down. Right there might be a decent place for a pylon. Just so we're constantly occupied. Since we just called some giants in, I'm going to get the swarmlings going. Okay. Let's see maybe if we can... Yeah, go ahead and charge you up. So, a good bit of damage so far. Let's go back into here. We'll get a critical hit and a slowing. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I'm like, oh my gosh. Where do we want to put this, though? Maybe here wouldn't be a bad place. Yeah, let's try that. Because we can still hit that pylon, remember? That's what we really want to hit there. Alright, so I'm noticing that targeting is a little off. Whenever I want it to hit the pylon, it doesn't always do that. There we go. 5,000 damage. Close enough to 5,000 damage. And that's times 1.1, so we're actually going to be doing more than that. 5,500 damage, realistically. Let's take a look here. Let's drop a couple of enhancements on that. And we'll call the next wave of giants. Actually, we'll call the swarmlings in as well. I feel like we're doing a pretty decent job so far. I'm not having any issues with our setup. We also do have enough for another grade 6 or for an upgrade if we want it. So maybe we want an upgrade like that. Let's put a couple of amplifiers near you. And I want these amplifiers. Well, what's the max that we can do? I would like 2 level 4 amplifiers, but I'll settle. Also, let's switch these. I know that seems kind of counterproductive, but just hear me out. I want this eventually to be our main damage dealer. I know you have a few more hits. We'll go ahead and call these swarmlings in. I'm go ahead and call the giants. We may need to target the pylons for a little bit here. I know there are a lot of giants coming through. Let's just target the pylons because we know that the pylons are going to deal with everybody. Alright, now we're going to need to switch back. So let's enhance both of these. You are ready for an upgrade, but we want to make sure that we can do this in a timely manner. So do that. Go ahead and call the next wave, and you should be firing on that. Okay, 13, almost 14,000 damage is pretty sufficient, I'd say. We'll go ahead and duplicate that. Throw it in. Do we want more damage for you? Do we want another wave to charge up pylons? What if we put another pylon here? That could hit some stuff on the side, which I think we're fine with. So far, so good, honestly. We're about halfway through, a little bit less than halfway through. Armor level is going to quickly become an issue, as the swarmlings are going to have, 60-some armor on them. How much health as well? So we got 467, which is feasible to do one-hit KOs. I don't know if we want to try to rely on that, though. Let's put a couple of amplifiers down. I know I haven't put points into amplifiers, so people are going to be a little bit salty about me having the amplifiers up and running now. Let's also... Yeah, there we go. Just so both of these are around the same level. Let's go back down to 4 and get a couple of... We'll get one of each. Why don't we? I got a little red, white, and blue going on there. Call that early. I'd like to say there isn't much strategy going into my approach here, but there is a little bit. It might be nice to have another tower here and here, but I think for the time being, we're okay. Yeah, here we go. These giants coming into range won't be much of an issue. I'm going to call a couple of giant waves. Give them a little bit of time in between, and then go ahead and get the swarmlings in here. We can take care of 20 swarmlings pretty easily. That I feel confident in. Oh, whoa, 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 hold on. I need to be making sure I keep applying some stuff. And then you will be a 6. We'll go ahead and do that. Not too bad. What if we put, like, down here? We'll wall this off. What if we put down here... we would have enough for an upgrade. But let's see if maybe we can do something like this. We'll duplicate you. We have 1 6 that's ready to go. Another one that'll be ready soon. Let's do that. Let's get some 4s on these. And when I say, 4, 5, 6, I'm referring to the spells up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you hear me say that, I'm not going crazy. I know it might seem like I am. I really am not. Hopefully. Let's slow down some stuff. Be nice to take off some armor on those guys as well. Let's target pylons for right now. Because I know that pylons are going to chew through. Let's get some close range hits. There we go. We'll throw an upgrade on him as well. A grade 8 seems to still be doing fine. Thankful for that. Let's get a couple of bolts over on these guys. See if we can maybe increase damage. Oh, you're at 30,000? I'd say that's sufficient. Oh, we didn't get a critical hit on that one, unfortunately. See if we can maybe use this pylon to get stuff charged up. Go ahead and work some magic here. Let's see. There we go. Shield beacons are going to very quickly become an issue. If we have monsters coming through that are shielded, they can get hit by, 1 or 2 of these pylon shots and not see much difference there. Let's move this up to here just real quick. There we go. That was just temporary. Move them back. Alright, we have an upgrade ready for this as well. Let's do that. Alright. We're getting to a point where we may be struggling a bit here. Let's see what we can do. We're killing most of the swarmlings in 2 hits, it seems. Whoa. 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 What is this? What's going on? I want to slow this down. I have no idea what's going on. What was that? Can somebody enlighten me? That wasn't just a glitch, right? That was legit. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't do this to me. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, crap. Why do I feel like something's coming from the bottom of the screen? I'm being very quiet. Quiet as a mouse. We're being slow and steady wins the race. I'm gonna upgrade all of these. It's actually a decent little damage upgrade. Okay, we're gonna start freezing some stuff. I'm on the verge of panicking. I'm not panicking yet. I'm on the verge, though. Is anything going to happen? Let's have you guys target that. Yeah, if we're doing, you know, one-hit, maybe not one-hit KOs, but pretty dang close. Okay, no, we beat it. I don't know what that was. Okay, we have a lower page. The shield protecting the Spiritforge has just collapsed. Crap. So the Forgotten has achieved what she wanted ever since her summoning to this world. Or is it just the first step of her plan? Now that the Spiritforge is exposed, all the creatures ever tortured and used by the wizards will rise and march towards the Spiritforge. All of them, including me. Oh. Well, are we a good guy or are we a bad guy? Because you're not convincing me all that much. Okay, a couple of field tokens. Ooh, interesting. Okay, what do we want to do? I think B2 is the next step. But then again, if we really truly are that close to the Spiritforge, maybe we wanna take a step back here. Now we'll do B2. Trying to take a look to see if there's anything that is feasible right now. So B2, basically all of the skills that we have we'll probably want up and running. Actually, except for blue, I'd rather put a little bit more into each of these. I'll put 6 in. I know that people are probably, again, tearing out their hair saying, no, you don't want to do that. We're just gonna play around. We're just gonna play with the idea right now. I think I'm gonna put 5 into amplifiers. How much does that really affect me, like realistically? I'll put 5 into amplifiers because I know I'm gonna use them. Okay, we'll close out of this. We'll head into B2. We'll see what's happening in B2. I'm a little bit scared. If I'm being honest, I'm a little bit intimidated by, you know, the whole shield collapsing. Ah, swarmlings. Yes, of course. How did I not see that? All right. Where do we want swarmlings coming in, though? I think we want them going around there. And sure, they can be coming in here. That's fine. So we're going to have a couple of points. The one really is right here, where we're going to need something. Okay, you have a monster nest up there. Not great positioning for us. I'm actually going to do a level 5, and then up here, where we have some stuff coming in, I'm going to try to do, yeah, a couple of 4s for greens. Grade 4s, that is. Oh, we have some coming from the bottom as well. Didn't see those. So let's maybe duplicate you one last time and put you there. Actually, we have a lot of stuff coming out of that monster nest. Like a constant stream. I mean, I don't really know what I expected, but I guess it should have been that. Alright. So yeah, we are going to want something up there that's dealing with this monster nest. So let's go make a 5. Let's do it. Structure. You're on structure duty right there. All right, so the beam is doing some good work. We'll have that one just hit as many times as possible. You go back to working on that. Okay. Now you're going to be shielded highest armor. How can we balance this? Let's put you down here. You're still going to be shielded highest armor. I think that's appropriate. Let's also duplicate this. Put one down here. Just to apply some early poison. Hopefully we can take out the majority of these before they even get through. Hit points, like around 100, and this is doing twice that for all of these. Except for that, but that's fine, because this is going to be hitting faster. Actually, why don't we have you hit harder? Less shots per second, but if you're hitting harder, I'm fine with that. Okay. Yeah, this seems to be working out fine. I'm going to put a grade 4 that's going to be targeting shielded highest armor. We're going to call some giants through. Probably would be smart to get up a pylon. Just be firing at, and I want you to be targeting giants. Or not swarmlings, probably, is the best way to put that. Alright, so right around here is where the poison wears off for giants. So let's duplicate this. Stick you down there. And I'll upgrade that one. Not only for more damage, but just more poison overall. Alright, so the pylon took care of those giants. I'll go ahead and call some waves early. I want to throw an upgrade on that. Alright, how are we looking here? I think we're fine, honestly. We're taking care of a lot of the swarmlings that are coming through up top. Are either dying to poison or they're so weakened by the time they get down here that we're really not having much of an issue. I will call these swarmlings early. We might have an issue with these guys, but I'll wait till they come down here. Ready? There we go. They're all weakened, so it doesn't really matter. Go ahead and call these guys. Let's see, of the ones getting through, which ones still have armor? None of them, actually. It's pretty decent. We're probably going to want more armor tearing altogether, though. It says you're blocking. You're really not blocking. That's fine. We're going to duplicate this and set it to shielded highest armor, of course, just to guarantee that we are hitting what we need to hit. What if we did something like this? Go ahead. And then I'm going to enhance with barrage. You can't really hit much else. I am going to put down a couple of amplifiers. That is something that I meant to do early on, and I just forgot about it. Let's see. Yeah, there's significantly more now that we've put points into the amplifiers. I'm seeing more range increase, more damage increase, more to armor tearing. Alright, we're having more of these suckers get through. What is a good way to deal with that? Well, I'm thinking maybe what we do is put down a couple of these. And let's have you enhanced with beam. We would rather have you be hit more often. Okay, we're gonna upgrade this. I don't have a beam to go, so let's do some bolts if we can. We're taking care of the swarmlings pretty well with only 2 towers. And I think that's a testament to how well we have this trap set up right here. Like, all 3 of those just got absolutely destroyed by traps. Most of these are getting absolutely destroyed by traps. Let's start upgrading some of these, though. See if we can do that. Alright, we're out of mana, so we'll just let those cruise on by. Yeah, not having too many issues. We want to constantly have monsters on screen. I think that's the best policy. We're going to hold off before we call this next one. It's got 40 monsters. And then we'll wait a little while. There we go. It's funny, I'm getting more comfortable having more monsters on screen at a time. I remember when I first started, I tried to minimize the amount of monsters that I had coming through here, which obviously you want to minimize the amount of monsters. Go ahead and do something like that, and we'll freeze some of these idiots back here. Let's go 5 on you, 6 on you. That seemed to work, just to space out the monsters a little bit. We got some pylon shots up and ready, too. Why don't we put down... okay, we don't have quite enough yet. Let's go... maybe a level 5. You go ahead and just dump shots into there. I don't know if it's going to do... yeah, it's not going to do too much. But you just keep dumping shots into that pylon. That's going to be the most useful. We've still got about 20 waves to go, which seems a little ridiculous. Seems a little much, don't you think? Let's have another... let's see, is poison really doing all that much? When swarmlings have this much health, is poison really doing all that much? Gotta keep asking myself that. Or would it be better to have, you know, another tower up here? Because we have this constantly working on the pylon. If nothing else, it's working on the pylon, which is going to passively help with kills. I don't think we have to worry about damage at all. We're doing just fine on damage. We will upgrade this. And I'll put a 6 on, so maybe you can start throwing some shots over there. 5 on that. And then a 5 on you here. So we have giants coming through. Let's make sure whenever they get up here, we're going to be applying a decent amount of damage. So I did just kind of let some slip through. And when I say some, I mean a lot. So let's start flexing our muscles a little bit. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to switch it to 5. And let's start tearing through some defenses here. You're going to be obviously nearest to orb. So if you could keep doing that, that would be nice. Both of these are going to be on 6. Let's slow you down. Do that as well. Alright, we need to just slow down the game altogether. My brain isn't processing fast enough. What is the issue with these? Oh, just a ridiculous amount of health. Okay. Armor level isn't an issue, as far as I can see. There's some armor level 8s. But overall, I think we need to be focusing on pylons right now. Sorry, I think that's just what we need to do. Obviously, we want the giants hit first with the pylons. Let's have... What is damage between these guys? Yeah, we want you. Start firing on that pylon. That's all the damage you can output. Okay, then I feel fine with that. Let's just keep in mind that we are not going to be doing nearly as much damage as we think we are, because each of these swarmlings, you know, has 5,000 health, essentially. So I'm going to duplicate this and throw down a tower here. We're going to limit your range. You can be a bigger range, but we don't want you. Oh, no, a crash. Terrible time for a crash, and I actually might have exited out of the game because I checked to see if I was still recording. Be right back. And without missing a beat, we are back. Or as close to being back as we possibly can, I guess. Taking a look here, we are... we have the exact same setup, essentially. So everything here should be the same. There might be level discrepancies, but I figured at this point, you know, poison really isn't going to be doing all that much for us, if you hadn't noticed. The biggest thing I think we want is to consistently have... So this is for 8 seconds, by the way. These reds are for 8 seconds. I think we want to consistently have more than that. So I'm going to be combining some of these guys. I know it's poison later on, but like these, I'm going to throw an upgrade on each of those. So it's a little bit more increased damage. I would like to maybe sub out. So maybe we combine that back over here. I would like to sub out for this. So 10.39 seconds. I think that's going to be great. We're doing 5.6 shots per second. We're going to leave that up and running and see how that goes. Again, this isn't optimal. Yes, I know I've been a little bit lax with this. Go ahead and do some damage there. But we are on our last wave. So I'm just trying to be cautious, you know? I feel like this is a big enough group that we can substantiate a freeze. Go ahead and freeze that little group right there. And we have a slow, but I don't think we're going to need it. Got that last one. Oh, there we go. A couple of new field tokens as well. I know that seemed like a blink of an eye for you, but oh my gosh. Is that level long? A decent fragment, but we're probably going to trash those two. So B3 and B4. Let's go take a look at what we got ourselves. Interesting. 2 wizard levels out of that, by the way, which is really nice. 3 and 4 are both a little bit of ugly maps, if I have to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the episode here. I know we only did 2 fields today, but I think since they were long enough, we're fine with that. We're cool with that. We'll make sure that all these are already added to our collection. Then we're absolutely going to scrap the gray ones. We probably can scrap that. Yeah, I feel comfortable scrapping that. I'm going to keep this because we can fill this in down here. I'll keep that as well. That we can probably scrap because we're going to want these on top. And again, if you find a better way than me to manage these, please let me know. I will be open to changing stuff. So that's that. Do check back Tuesday night. So Tuesday, oh my gosh, what would it be? March 31st, I guess, at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna be trying to do a live stream. Last about an hour. We're gonna go through as many of these as possible. Hopefully we can come back down here, look at some achievements, see what's involved in these guys down here, and then that'll unlock some of the modifiers for up top, which we can turn off or turn on, depending on which ones we want. I don't think we really need any, but we're going to want some of them, so we can take a look at that. We'll take a look at some achievement hunting, and then we're going to reset our achievements for some skill points. We don't have enough achievements unlocked yet, by the way. So after unlocking at least 300 achievements, so we need to do 45 more achievements. We'll try to do that. Maybe Fortress build 30 towers. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just start some low-level endurance and go ahead and just build 30 towers all over the map. Drop 27 gem bombs while it's snowing. That's an easy one. Deliver gem bomb and wasp kills only. Actually, we might be able to do that. That'd be pretty fun. Prismatic, create a gem of 6 components. We may have a field unlocked to do that. Strengthen your orb with 7 gems and amplifiers. We can definitely do that. Don't know what that is. 300 monsters on the battlefield at the same time. We can do that. We just might not survive. Enhance a gem in the inventory. We can do that. Call every wave early in a battle. We'll probably do that as well. So again, some of these are very achievable, but I would rather do them on camera, on screen. And I think you know, there's no better way to do it than in a live stream format. So we'll try to do that again. Tuesday, March 31st, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I know that's a little bit late for our European viewers. It's, well, 11 o'clock or midnight, depending on where you are in Europe. So it will be, you know, recorded, obviously, and so you can watch it after the fact. But we'd love to have as many people there watching and giving some feedback as possible. So I'll see you all then, and if I don't see you Tuesday night, I'll be seeing you on Wednesday. Peace.